Hi everyone, and welcome to my vlog. Today I'm responding to a scenario involving Jordan and Maya, a couple who cares deeply about each other but are struggling with communication. In this video, I'll explain how content, emotion, and listening shapes their interactions, and I'll offer practical recommendations they can use to improve and understand and connect. I will also draw a research of interpersonal communication to support these suggestions. As you see the overview, the role of the content, the role of emotion, and the role of listening, and their recommendations that I will provide. So our scenario takes place. Jordan and Maya are experiencing tension because they interpret each other's behavior through different backgrounds and emotional behaviors. Jordan needs quiet time after work, while Maya seeks immediate emotional connection. Their culture and family background shapes these preferences. Jordan's stress makes him withdraw, and Maya's emotional intensity makes her pursue more closeness. Both are listening to respond rather than listening to understand, which leads to a misinterpretation and frustration. There are several things that in the roles of content that Maya and Jordan are showing. Content includes our upbringing, personality, world views, and cultural norms. According to McCormick and Morrison, these factors strongly influence how expressed emotions and how we accept others through communication. Jordan grew up in a family that avoided emotional conversation, so silence feels normal to him. Maya comes from a family that had very open and expressed herself openly, so silence feels like rejection. Neither is wrong. They simply have different communication contexts. Recognizing this is the first step toward empathy. Here I'll show you that Jordan, the two that he deals with, and Maya, which causes the misunderstanding. Now, the role of emotion. Emotion shapes how we interpret messages. When Jordan is stressed, his tone becomes short, even if he doesn't intend to sound irritated. Maya anxiety rises when she senses distance, which makes her move and want more emotion. Research shows that unmanaged emotions can distort how we perceive each other's intents. If both parties learn to regulate their emotions by responding, they can break the cycle of withdrawal and pursue. And as you see, I provided a diagram of from stress all the way to it starts to repeat again. Listening is more than hearing words. It is about understanding the meaning behind them. Jordan tends to jump into problem solving, while Maya interprets becomes her fear of disconnect. Both habits prevent true listening. Active listening gives a full attention without holding judgment and reflects both what you hear. This builds trust and reduces defensiveness. I will provide a couple of recommendations. The first recommendation is knowledge each other's communication content. Jordan can explain that after work he needs 20 to 30 minutes of quiet time. Maya can also share the silence makes her feel distant. Setting expectations reduces the misinterpretation. Secondly, practice emotional regulation. Jordan can take a moment to breathe and soften his tone. Maya can pause before reacting, allowing her emotions to settle. This will prevent the escalation. Third, use active learning techniques. Maintain eye contact, avoid interruption, reflect back feelings. It sounds like you're overwhelmed. And ask clarifying questions. These behaviors show care and reduces the defensiveness. And our last is express emotions clearly and respectfully. Instead of reacting in the moment, both can use an I statement, such as, I feel overwhelmed when I get home and need a little quiet time. Maya can say, I feel annoyed. I feel anxious when we don't talk right away. This shifts the conversation from blame to understanding. As you see, I've provided some support research that gave me all of this information today. And so here is my conclusion. Some of the takeaways that I hope to wrap this up. Jordan and Maya challenges aren't about a lack of love. They're about unspoken expectations shaped by content, emotion, and listening habits. By understanding each background, re- regulating emotions, and practicing active listening, they can transform their communication and strengthen their relationship. My call to action is simple. Take this time to reflect on your own communication habits. Ask yourself how your background and emotion shapes the way you listen and respond. And remember, small change can make a big difference.